All right. So just getting back from Niagara Falls, Canada side, flew up to Buffalo and then drove over to Canada. It's a great little trip. We did this for my son's graduation. All our kids, when they graduate, they get to choose a place to go. My daughter went to Laura Ingalls House, wherever that is at. And then my son, who just recently graduated, wanted to go see Niagara Falls. Grand Canyon was also on his list, but we decided to do Niagara Falls instead. Have a quick little second here. Just want to hop in and see what's been going on as far as the trades that I've been taking. I have been updating my trading journal, so everything should be up there in a good bit of profit. Feeling really, really good about everything and how it's been going. So if you need to check that out, check that out. The link will be in the description. I'll put it in there. But there are other videos where I know I have a link there. I'll include it in this one. Don't worry about that. Some of the trades that I'm currently in right now, sitting in an odd CAD. So these are the trades I am in. They should mirror up. Hopefully, I didn't actually check that. They should, though. While I was gone, I had a harder time trying to keep up. I did take a few trades while I was on vacation, but I did not update the trading journal because I was not at a computer. I was doing everything from the phone. And so things took a little bit more time, a little bit more effort to make them happen. Still trying to keep, and when I say I'm trying to keep, I'm looking to keep the Telegram channel updated with everything that I'm doing as far as the trades that I'm taking. I have not found a good rhythm for that. So I'm still going to work towards that. We'll see how it goes. If you want to hop on there and keep me accountable, I believe I have it open up to receive comments from people so we can actually chat back and forth. And then we'll keep going with that. Some of the trades that I'm currently in. So OddCAD. Took an OddCAD trade while on vacation. I believe I took this on Friday. And so I'm currently sitting in this, waiting for this to come up. It's just a daily 4-hour daily support. Let's minimize that for a second. There we go. Just a support, break and retests, comes back here, bounces off once. We come back again. I'm expecting another bounce out of this. JPY, currently in a hedge here. I had a sell at this resistance area here, didn't play out, ended up taking a small buy a little bit higher, hedging that one, closed that one, took a sell. Also, once again, did not play out. Took a sell because I thought it was going to at least come up here and fake out of that. Did not happen. Ended up just continue pushing up, closed that sell in a loss, entered a buy just to get completely hedged. And now I'm just waiting for everything to play out. I'm going to ignore this zone because this zone just isn't really anything when it comes down to it. This has not been tested in a while, so I am going to be looking at that one. So my management levels for these is this level up here. Price gets up there, I'll close the buy, possibly get into a sell. Well, I might just leave everything alone, take a sell, and see if I can work my way out of these trades to a break even. And that would be just as good as getting out in break even, managing it some other way. That would be a little less stressful. So I will be doing that. Euro NZD. I have a sell here. This is more for a 4-hour set of levels than it is daily. We came into this level here, broke down, couldn't struggle to break below it, and then finally broke down again. I had actually taken the initial entry over here. I'm in a sell over here as well. Did not pay attention to that. Let's put that a little bit farther out there. So originally, probably something like that. There we go. Had a break underneath, came in. I was expecting price to go ahead and roll over down to this level here. That did not happen. It is what it is. Came up to this next level here, got into a sell, and it also did nothing. So now it's just sitting here hovering. We will see if price is actually going to make. As you can see, I have a alert higher up there because that could be the area where finally price does something. If price breaks up here and closes hard on like a 4-hour above this level, I'll probably go ahead and hedge it early instead of waiting for it to come all the way up to that position, especially since the next level, it seems, is way up here anyway, and there's not a lot of room right there. So I might do something like that. Let's move this up a little bit. And so I might hedge earlier if price does not roll over. If price rolls over and can get me down here, then, I will make a profit. GA, where am I in GA? GA has been my problem child, although I am currently waiting. I had already deleted out zones that I had here. I had a zone here that I was waiting for price. Price broke above. I didn't realize that there was an immediate zone way in the past, but it's one that hasn't been touched in a while. Had I known that, I wouldn't have taken the hedge there. I would have let price come in here and then taken a sell. Hindsight, 50-50. You know, you look at your previous past trades and go, okay, what could I have done better? So all in all, that's what I could have done better. I could have actually been out of this trade a whole lot earlier. Now I'm just a matter of just trying to work it out now, either with other trades or currently just to work my way out of this one. Try to get out of the mindset of the fact that I'm already in trades and just look for good setups. So this area up here would be a nice good setup as well if we can get a bounce out of that one. And then the next one that I have is down here. Might have to rethink that one. That's not as strong as I would like. The cleanest thing, that probably works out. Everything, it's just so many zones right there. I'm not sure. I will leave that. I'll leave that. Price is going to bounce here. It's going to bounce here. We'll see if it does. GJ just recently got triggered for my hedges. I was waiting for everything to fall down. Looking out at a much higher time frame. Let's go out to the daily. We had some levels over here I was waiting for price to react off of. It never actually happened. Price continued just shooting up through these levels. And that's price is just going. GJ is just rocketing up. The next area that I expect price to have some sort of reaction is this traffic area here. It's a pretty big area though, so I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that in regards to getting out of these trades here. I have been, I believe Nick came out with a video not too long ago in regards to changing up the risk management, and support and resistance isn't like the catch-all holy grail of anything. I have realized through many, many lessons, trading through my own journal, as well as just trading in general, that it really does boil down to risk management. And so if you can look at risk management as a fluid thing, then you can find yourself working into profitability without much headache, without much struggle. And so that's been one thing. So I'll more than likely, because of the idea that I've learned in regards to hedging and all this other stuff, that taking another trade after this and managing it that way might not be the best idea. I might just take a separate trade away from these here. I think all in all, I'm only in $120 drawdown here, hedged at 120 loss. So it's not even my full risk. I risk $60 at each trade. This one, as each one moved up, decreased because I was already planning on doing it. So I'd already had managed what I was going to get in as price was going to move. And so I'm done there. NZD-CHF, currently in a sell there. This has no arrows because the stop loss is there. I think OddCat is the same way, even though I do have a buy arrow there. I can actually get rid of it. I do have a stop loss there as well. So NZD-CHF already have stop losses in place, just waiting for price to roll over here. So basically we have an area where price has been before, bounced out of, tried to bounce to continue going forward. Instead, turned around and broke down. And we have this downtrend that has sort of been respecting. So I'm expecting a lower low to be created somewhere down in this area. We can get that, then I'll be good to go. So that is currently what I have set up. I think I have some alerts that I'm currently watching as well. Euro USD, waiting to see if I can get a turnaround out of this area here. We broke the uptrend, came up, waiting for a lower high to be created, and then a turnaround. If I can get a entry reason somewhere in around here, that'll just take me back to the base, which would be a good one-to-one with the, with risk structure up there. Also planning to possibly enter here, given that everything's looking like it's changed over, funnel over, the direction might have flipped. So might be able to get a bounce out of that. We'll see. That's what I'm currently watching. GBP NZD. I was watching this roughly same thing, just on the flip side for a buy on this one. If price could have came in here and gave me an entry reason to get in, I would have gotten a 1-to-1. This does not look like it's going to work out. I'm actually going to go ahead and clear out everything out of this. And then I will go ahead and take a second and we can just mark this up together. And let's clear out GBP NZD so I'm no longer watching it. So let me look at shrinking myself. Remove yourself from the situation. Sometimes this is what you got to do. On the daily, we've been going up, up and up. Have not broken into new highs here. Looks like we have been trying. We did bounce off of this level here as a retest. Good. And now it looks like we're getting a double top. I'm going to jump out to the monthly just to see what everything is here. We're back at that level there. Weekly. Yeah, so this could be a turnaround point, at least in the short span. So coming down on the 4-hour time frame, it's like, what do we got? Based upon these levels here, this is what we're looking at. We have a resistance there. Price is slowly channeling up into this resistance though. So I am not sure I would be looking to sell. As price continues pushing up into these levels, you generally see a break out of it more often than you see it turning around out of that. So I will be waiting for that. I'll be waiting for a breakup out of that or a break out of this trend somewhere, come back and either retest a lower area here to fall down or come back up and retest this area here. So that looks like the game plan here, waiting for either a complete breakup out of this level and then come back and retest, or a break out of this is a rising wedge. I don't know the patterns. I'm not going to learn the patterns. I'm just going to look at the market and see what makes sense. Price continues pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and sellers aren't strong enough from this level to push it out of it. Buyers keep gaining up speed to get into this level. I have a feeling buyers are just going to break through this level unless sellers happen to step in. Until I know otherwise, I'm not going to make a choice. I'm going to wait to see what happens, and then we'll go from there. So that is GBP NZD. I will be waiting for that. So I will look to place an alert here for that breakdown out of the level, or here for a break up higher. And then we'll just leave that as it is. So that is the current outlook. I have not gone through the rest of these pairs. I'll probably do that probably around lunchtime. Right now it's just a little break. So I just wanted to take that time to do just that. See you guys in a minute or so whenever I actually unpause this video again. So yeah, nothing much has been going on. Just want to do a little catch up in regards to just some of the trades that I've taken. So I do have talked about the Telegram channel, in which case simple trading, because that's what it is. For me, I want to keep it simple. I do have a Discord as well. This is one that I think I'll actually keep Telegram a little bit quiet, maybe get reactions, things of that nature. But in regards to actual discussion, I think Discord is where it's going to be at. So if you want to join me for some chatting questions, things of that nature, if you're new in trading and you just want to find out where to begin, where to start, then, you know, you can come here. We can have a chit chat. I am free for all that. So without that, or outside of that, coming back to my trading journal to see what has been going on. So let's have everything up here and we'll look at my last Euro USD trade that we have going on here. So what do we start out with? Support and resistance. It was support before, resistance in the past. Price came in here, took a sell. How did it end up playing out? Ended up having to come back to this next resistance and take a sell. So I'd already had this resistance marked out as well as the next one above that. Took a sell once it got there, closed once it bounced away from that, closed the other one break even. Then that was that. I had taken a buy earlier in the trading time frame. It's probably in here as well. I don't know where it's at. Probably around that one right there. But this is it. It doesn't have to be really, really complicated. And I'm trying not to keep it complicated. I'm trying to make it really, really simple. Just bounces of support and resistance. Looking for some rejection in there. The process of what rejection looks like is something that you have to learn. Support and resistance, relatively easy. When you start looking at a chart, you can sort of see with good ease where price has bounced at before. You have bounces here, retest there, bounce here, break, retest there, bounce, maybe comes back up, bounces again. So you have support and resistance all within these areas. What you're going to need to figure out for you is which ones look relevant to you. For some reason, this looked relevant to me. Some people who trade very similarly would look at this and go, yeah, no, I would never trade off of that. Okay, to each their own. I've learned that trading is as much a science as it is an art. There is a science to it in regards to just the amount of trades that you take over a long period of time. If you are consistent and you found something that works, then you're more likely to be consistent over a long period of time. The art comes in your own interpretation, your own experience. So that is something that both of those you're going to have to develop. Both of those you're going to have to figure out what works in regards to the market. And then you're going to have to develop that art sense, that intuition, in order to make it work continuously for you. So you can take somebody else's trading plan, trading style, trading strategy, and they can give you all the hard numbers, but you won't find devotion. You won't find commitment to that. You won't be able to be disciplined to it unless you've done the legwork to make it all happen. And then moving forward, you've got to make it work for you. So all that being said, get into the market, find something that resonates with you. Support and resistance has been doing really well with me. The two candle theory, which is a completely different concept developed by Rocks FX, that also works with me as well. And I'm trying to find ways to incorporate it in here just because I believe it would make things simple. It would keep things simple because it's just two candles. We don't care about anything else, just two candles. And using the creative risk structure that Nick has taught me in regards to making that a profitable trading style. Haven't exactly fully dove into that. I keep just watching it and playing it out, but that is something. So like keeping track of the journal, just of a journal to see what is working, what doesn't work, how you've handled particular trades and things of that nature to see how things worked out. So like this ended up being a sell and then a buy. And then by the time everything was all said and done, that's actually the wrong chart. How did I get there? Because that one seemed to work. I don't know why all of a sudden it came way over here. Is that the, no, nope. I'll have to figure that one out. That one seems to be in the wrong category. So keep track of your journal. That way, you know what you're actually trading. So that was just a sell from resistance. Resistance in the past, came in, bounced off, came to the next level, closed early. It's okay. What did we get? 24 bucks. 24 bucks is 24 bucks. So if, as long as you're making more than you're losing, then you'll be fine. And that's the name of the game. You're not going to be able to avoid losses. So just get used to losses. With that being said, I am probably going to head off from here. I got to get back to work. Still got to do 9 to 5. This just 9 to 5 helps fund my trading. So if you're new to trading, then, subscribe, like, follow along, come into the Discord channel and let's have a conversation and hopefully I can lead you to the right place based upon your personality. I've gone through many different trading courses. And so depending on which one, or depending on yourself, I might be able to point you in the right direction in regards to what trading style fits you the best, or what trading mentor fits you the best. And all the mentors that I've paid through, no affiliation with them in regards to like sending you to them or recommending them. They all work. The numbers work out, their strategies work out. It's just a matter of which one works for you. Once again, this is science and art. So some are good with a paintbrush, others are good with a ballpoint pen. You need to find out your mode, your medium that you need to work with in order to make it profitable. But the only person who can do that is yourself. So carry on your journey. I look forward to hearing from you, seeing you. And then until the next time, take it easy and be blessed.